Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Um, we're playing Higurashi. Uh, so a few things. Um, okay. First of all, I've played chapters 1 and 2 before. Uh, late December last year. Um, but I'm going to be keeping this as spoiler free as I possibly can. Um, this is more of like a recap for me, because it's been a little while. Um, but then after that, after chapter 2, that's I think it's all gonna be like new. Um, I've also played Umineko before. I will be keeping this spoiler free for Umineko. I will probably make some references here and there because that's just how my streams are these days since I played Umineko. But you know, that's cool. Another thing, I'm playing with the 07th mod. Um I'm I'm I've been thinking a lot about how I'm gonna play through this game. I uh with the voices. Oh boy. Uh oh geez. Okay, what are we okay. Um uh graphics. I want oh boy. Okay. uh you guys, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I should have actually looked at this more. Um I think I want to do Hey chat. Hope you're doing well. Okay. We will leave it with the console graphics for now. I want to put up a poll. And we'll leave it running for like the whole stream. And just see what sprites people prefer because if you don't know, when we actually get into the game, I'll show the different sprites. I'm pretty sure there's like a hotkey to just swap through them. But there's 3 different sets of sprites that you can access in this mod. I'm not sure. The audio, I don't know. I pressed this one. I forgot what they do. I think it's okay. Um so the censorship level, uh I think that's okay. I think that's all right. I actually want to turn off voice volume because I want to do the voices myself for a bit. Given the nature of being a one wise show, and this game being basically a book, it's gonna do a number on my voice. This is Higurashi when they cry. It is. What is this game classified as? Like Higurashi. It is. It's a murder mystery visual novel. Um, this was made by the same guy who made Umineko. I love Umineko. I didn't stream Umineko, but I love Umineko. It's yeah, I've put the content, whatever it was, I forgot what it's called already. But we're going through some stuff at the start of this stream. I've put it's classified as a mature game. I also selected like graphic like violence or whatever because yeah. And also lots of swearing. Purely because of me. That's just gonna be on my streams from now on, I think. Better safe than sorry. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, no, don't worry about Waz's streams. not that much swearing. I swear quite a bit, so it's, you know what you're getting into. Um, uh, yeah, so the voices, I'm gonna have them off for now, but the voices, the Japanese voice acting is there for when I need it, which I'm gonna see how I go. I'm gonna be reading a lot. That's what this is. This is welcome to Waz audiobook. So when my voice needs a bit of a break, I'm gonna turn on the Japanese voices. Uh, I'm hesitant to, not that they're bad, they are fantastic, but as someone like I like watching people play these kinds of games. I prefer when people do the voices themselves or at least have English voices because it's easier for me to process, but it's just not really feasible for me. So we'll just see how we go. I wiped my saves because I've played this before. I think it worked fine since we're missing an option on the menu, so we're good. But yeah, let me get a poll going. How do I do this? Manage poll. Create a new poll. What sprites? Sprites should I use? Sprites are there. Hold on. We've got the remake. Hold on. Okay, the sprites we have console. We have manga gamer. And we have original. I'll probably like play around with what sprites I'm using. Oh, I can only have the sprite up to 10 minutes? Sprite the poll. Yeah, I need to find another way to do this. Maybe I'll do it in like the Discord later. I thought that like, oh yeah, I can have like, I can have a poll running for the whole stream. I can get a bunch of people's opinions. It does have polls now? Okay, that's cool. That's good. We'll probably do that later on then. Let's go. Let me know if there's any audio problems or anything. But yeah, this game, it is a murder mystery. It can be violent. I don't have any specific content warnings. I'm sure there are plenty, but I haven't looked into them too much. It's been a while since I've looked at them, so alright. Rubbing my hands together. I will say, this is some background. So I played Umineko last year on my own, and as I was playing, I was taking excessive notes in a Google Doc. That document, I had like at least like 4 documents. I had to make new ones because it took so long to load because I took so many notes. It benefited me greatly. I enjoyed the game so much because I was engaging with it in that way. When I played this, I took some notes, but it is different to Umineko. I don't think it's got the same level of puzzle, maybe? I don't know. So I did take some notes, but I haven't looked at them for a while, and I'm not going to be taking notes unless like I really need to. Then we'll pull out the Waz thinking zone, but that's standard Waz business. But yeah, we're just gonna be going. Okay, Onikakushi opening Demon Delay chapter. Welcome to the world of Higurashi when they cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you into this world. Sit back, relax, and enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty for this chapter is extremely high, but I do hope you will enjoy the reward. Oh yeah, okay, another thing before we start. I got my first, like, paycheck, like, last week. That was really awesome. I spent a chunk of it on, I spent a chunk of it on Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth pop-up parade figures. Money well spent. They're sitting on my desk now. They keep me company. Alright. Let's start. Please do not deplore yourself. Even if the world does not forgive you, I will forgive you. Please do not deplore yourself. Even if you do not forgive the world, I will forgive you. So please tell me what will it take for you to forgive me. Frederica Berncaster. I can't read that. Do I need to click? I think I did. I was like, is this gonna go automatically? That's why I read it. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons or organizations is entirely coincidental. 1983, the early summer of the 58th year of the Showa era. Whee! If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even at this very moment, I trust her. I am playing... So yeah, again, this is the 07th mod. So this isn't like with the novel mode and stuff. No, this is... Wait. What's novel and what's adventure? I forget. Anyways, if anything looks different to if you played it yourself or seen other people play it, that's probably why. I should have fiddled with the settings before I stream, but I was like, that'll be fine. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice. And those tears making a mess of my face. That mechanical, repetitious sound finally stilled, and everything fell silent. Only the cry of the... Now, how do I say this word?
Cicadas.
Cicadas. I think... Did I do this last stream? I feel like I did this exact thing last stream.
Cicadas.
Cicadas. The eternal conflict between consuming media where like everyone's American and pronouncing things in American ways versus having an Australian accent and like mostly pronouncing things in the British way. I think the cry of the cicadas remained annoyingly loud, and yet... I'm gonna be looking up words a lot playing this game, by the way. It's just the WAS stream experience. Felt as if I could still hear her voice. Gay, homosexual, gay. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. I need to click? I pressed the space bar and that made it disappear. I was like, oh, cinematic. Holy shit. Well, it does nothing. I mean, yeah, I also did nothing just then. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion, because there were none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why this pain, my eyes getting moist? Why was this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough. And countless times I'd wavered over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except, I've suddenly refused to do that, haven't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind, with her, like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up, and with every swing, forget a little more. That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. What a start! Perhaps I really did love you. Higurashi with the cry! Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. Alright, let's see. Let's save. Wonder what she's apologizing for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I'd last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I'd lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. The skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads. The melodious cacophony of the crosswalk. Even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. It's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of brooks, and the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Oh, the cry of the Higurashi! Oh, pointing! I'm pointing. I need... I feel like I need my model to have hands just so I can, like, point at the screen. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. There is nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. An ice cream parlor? No chance. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors where I used to live, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I had lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor. I should have gone at least once. Only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody is still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? She's apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing even now. Then, has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to. Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up. I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We'd spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window and the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, they were even from the same era. From there, we'd take a car deeper into the mountains. Around the time when I played, like I just finished Umineko and I was like, okay, fuck yeah, I'm playing Higurashi now. I had to stop because I was going with my family to visit my grandmother who lives in like a rural area. So like, of course I couldn't bring my PC. And the whole time I was there, I was like, man, this is just like Higurashi. That's where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. Wow. There, where I live now, Hinamizawa. Credits roll. Oh yeah, when I was selecting the like game category for this stream, I didn't know what to pick. I looked at this earlier on, like before the stream, and I was like, okay, what category do I go in? Do I just do like Higurashi when they cry? Do I do Higurashi when they cry chapter 1 Onikakushi? I settled on chapter 1, but Yeah, I don't know what the best category is. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in exchange you could fill your lungs with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side. So I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. No, that's the gas leak. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably up working until the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. Yummy, yes. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that though. Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. What a meal! My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. His dad's just like me for real. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi. I don't get up early, I don't make it in time for your early breakfasts. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. A full bowl of rice? Or will half be enough? Pile it on. First, I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with the egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent, as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I don't know if I'm a morning person or a night person. I think I'm a sleepy person, but I've been having to wake up, like, early for work, but it's okay. My sleep schedule's been adjusting. I've been, like, waking up at, like, 5 every morning, just naturally now. Yeah, mornings... I don't really have a preference. I hate going to sleep when I'm awake and I hate waking up when I'm asleep. That's my preference. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Mum made me each morning. That was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. Guess that was what you'd call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. Oh, that's... I mean, I get it, like, you're a kid, but like... Man. That's so mean. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mum rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Reina-chan? Hurry, hurry. Mum really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Reina is one of my classmates. She really loves cooking after people. Loves looking after people. Coming and meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But, well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Reina wait for me every morning? Girl! Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I raced for the door. Please thank Reina-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? Were they? If I'd known that, I would have savored them a bit more. Morning! Keiichi-kun! Good morning! Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. Okay, now let's save. I don't want to fuck anything up. Okay, so what are the... Okay, F1, novel/adventure mode. Oh, well this just changes entirely. Okay. So this is the console version. I'll do a poll about this, on Discord at a later time. This is the, I believe this is like the PC port version. And then this is the original. It really does have, like, a certain charm to it. I somewhat recently finished watching, like a whole playthrough of Umineko. And it was like with the original sprites, and there's just something about it. I played through myself with like, it was like the PS3 version, like mod. And that was great. That was a wonderful experience. But there's something about it, you know? The only thing is the aspect ratio is kind of fucky. I can change that, I think. So P is... Alright. So we can... Hey Dream, you're right. There was like a prologue bit where, I don't know, someone was getting bashed up. All that stuff. Yeah, this is... I'm gonna do like a poll on Discord. I'm definitely leaning towards the original though. But yeah, the thing is, I forget which one is novel and which one's adventure. Am I gonna have the names? I hope this includes the names. The main thing with this one, where it's like on the screen, is that I mean, unless it's different, but at least in Umineko, it was like, it doesn't have the character name of who's speaking. Let's go with this for now. Maybe I will... No, I'll leave it like... Yeah, okay. I will leave it like this, even though it... Oops. It has the kind of obnoxious black bars on the side. And then I've got like my stream overlay, but I don't want the chat to get in the way. Yeah, the art is... I love it. I love it so much. I love the big ol' hands. I do want... You know, maybe we actually do a custom mode. So I want to see the CGs. The CGs are going to be like a big style jump, but I want to see them. Sprite, we'll keep them original. Background's original. Okay, I can do that. I don't think I need to. Okay, that doesn't really work with a... If I want to have this, because the name of the character that's talking is really useful, but that would mean background stretching. I mean, it's not that bad, is it? Let's see how we go. Is it that bad? Okay, okay. No, it's early. I don't know who's saying this. You should try sleeping in sometime. That was probably Keiichi. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She's so conscientious and such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Keiichi-kun, you're so cold. I wait for you all the time. I'll leave you alone in the dust. Without looking back. Why are you so mean? Why? So, a key thing with the Japanese, like in the voices... Oh, what is it she says? Oh, I forgot. Her, like, repeating things at the end. Did you see the intro references? Doki Doki Literature Club. Playing this game, I'm like, holy shit. This was such a big inspiration for Doki Doki. I think. That's my speculation. Anyways. She says, I think she says kana. Like she ends her sentences in like kana, kana. Or something like that. Mina had a slightly troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding. I'd wait for you. For Keiichi, I'm gonna just mostly do like my normal voice. Because I mean, he's gonna be speaking a lot, so... he's the wise self-insert. He's not. Anyways, okay. With those words, Reyna seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Thank you. I'd wait forever until you came, Reyna. No matter how long. Forever! YG. Reyna turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Reyna? I haven't. Never read any before. From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I love the hands so much. I love them so much. Oh, yeah, okay. I think we're going with original sprites. Yeah. Oh, I adore it as well. It's so good. The like the other sprites are also great, like in different ways. It is definitely a bit of a personal preference thing, but I think that there's just something so good about these sprites. They're just so genuine and like filled with love. Yeah, there's a Grumchi. Couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles. It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty? They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. I've got to go easy on my voice. I can feel I'm pushing my voice a bit already. Definitely doesn't help that I haven't been streaming regularly. I'm almost like done with like the kind of training for my job. So I think that most of my shifts are going to be on weekends and Mondays. So once I'm settled into that more, I'll be able to figure out how, you know, streaming is for me, but yeah. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Reyna? Or was it your mom? Huh? Why do you ask? Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Reyna? Or was it your mom? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. Huh? She counted frantically on her fingers. All 3 of her fingers. Trying to remember the amount of salt she'd used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Keiichi, you're kind of an asshole, huh? Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me, yeah, you suck. Reyna nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. Wait, I gotta look up. It's just the hands. Three fingers for lore reasons? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. It was me. Delicious. Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Reyna never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. Keep at it, Reyna. I'll train you until you handle it like the average person. Or so I decided for myself. Let's go. If we keep me on waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just keep spacing out otherwise, I called Reyna back to reality so we could make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Reyna Ryugu. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. Odd girl. I agree. Me too. Mi-chan! Good morning! Is the audio okay, by the way? The music's a little quiet for me. I'm gonna turn my own volume up. Let me know if I should turn it up a bit more. Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Ah, finally, you two are late. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Reina, this one matched the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Reina. It's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. You don't say. You were such a cute little tank the last time I saw you. Mion's gaze stared at my chest, then dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. So she was saying it was my crotch that was cuter back then. I decided to stream this game. I just gotta go with it. This is on me. Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. Grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache now. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time. This is just embarrassing. It's like, hey guys, I can't wait to stream Higurashi. What a great game. 36 minutes in. I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty you could smell it fouling up the morning air before. Neon showed us act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. My hand reached for my fly. Reina began to ramble in a near panic. Hey! What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm questioning all my life choices. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'd face some flustered. Reina tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. How was it? Seeing the city again. Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. I really went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. Just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around in toy stores. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know? Yeah, there's always a point in visual novels where you regret voicing it. That point is gonna come many times voicing this game, I think. From what I played, there were many points, like just playing on my own, like up till the end of chapter 2, you know? I'm like, why am I playing this? It's one of those games, but it's fine. We're just gonna go with it. If there's stuff I'm like, I'm not reading that out loud, I'm not reading it out loud. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here, after all. Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Mion nodded proudly as Reina giggled. Yep, I wanted Kei-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see. Westport was short for Western Imported Games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. This is... Did it say it was 1998 at the start? It said it was something. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, guess I have to now. I'm gonna get another game full of hot action. Ratchet and Clank. This time, I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Reina, Mion's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. There's a game you think I'd understand. Let me play it too. Of course. If Kei-chan is up for it. I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. Well, then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Reina looked back and forth between me and Mion. I love Reina, she's so cute. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further. Am I a combination of these two? Orange hair? Green hair? Guys, I'm having a Waz realization. A Waz crisis. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Reina laughed happily. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to try to make me feel welcome. Felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. Inamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I'm told that long ago there used to be a bigger school building, and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that that was a bad thing. I really love this setting. I love a lot about the setting of this game, but I really like the setting of this school, like this really small school, and it's got one class, and I really like that. Yeah, I like it. It's also realistic because, you know, these small towns and stuff, like some places it's like that. Neon, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead. The slight stretch is fucking with you. I mean, look, I can turn the background back. The thing is, with the... Okay, wait, which one is... Yeah, so I'm on adventure mode, which has it on the bottom. The reason why is because it says who's speaking. That's the main reason. Novel mode has the whole screen. But I mean, wait, is that? Wait, is that in the right? Wait. Maybe it was just because I was fucking with it, and so it's like it was stretched out. Oh my god. Right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Too bad. Is the text too small? Hold on. We're just gonna... This should be fine because it's adventure mode anyways, so the chat is like up in the corner. It's not gonna block anything. And with the way that this game is and how much voice acting I'm gonna have to do, I'm sure we'll take plenty of breaks for me to do little doodles, and they can fill up the sides. Look, I'll fill that again. To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mion chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face. What is it, you guys? I gotta turn my own volume down a bit. Step back, Reina. It's dangerous. She's here. Huh? Then Satoko-chan is... Her name was Satoko Hojo. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks is annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious. Satoko! A hearty laugh came from beyond the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. Guess that means you win this round? No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Oh, hell yeah. I hope you guys have fun playing Connect games. That's awesome sauce. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. Dream's like, I already agreed. Jet's like, no, no, this is a threat. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. by the looks of it. This eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. Quick save. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. So then why don't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after. Making me focus my attention upward. So, as I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. A potent and terrifying trap. Concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Satoko, but in the end nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching on my leg. Boink! By the time I had realized she had me hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in an almost picturesque manner. Oh my god. Okay, work on Tuesday, I think it was. I was there. I was carrying like a jug of water in a plastic jug of water. There was a step ladder. I just filled up the water. There was a folded up step ladder. I'm like, yep, okay, walking. I catch my foot on the step ladder. I trip. I fall. I spill the water. I'm like, I'm okay. And then I cry. But my boss is really nice. I just went outside and calmed down, and I wasn't hurt at all. But it was like, wow, I'm in my Wes Girl flop era. K-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow, ow! I'm so clumsy, kya anime girl, yeah! Exactly. An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation I had landed square, the situation had I landed square on it. My, what do we have here? I want to go all out for her voice, but I'm like, I can't do that. A fair morning to you, Keiichi-san. Aren't we a lively one this morning? Late for work, super stressed and ready about and remember my heads up the— yeah, exactly, that's me. That's so me. Honestly, that's how I get through life. I'm like, okay, you know what? That was embarrassing, but I'm just a cute hashtag girl. I'm a charming, clumsy anime girl. Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual traps, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. You little— ow, 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 ow. It seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I'd landed. Yeah! Better than landing on that inkstone. What's an inkstone? Ink? I mean, yes, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense? It makes— I was looking at stone and I'm like, yes, yeah, stents. It makes sense. A small hand gently rubbed my head. Pain, pain, go away. The small dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now. As— no, this is fine. As an Umineko player, when I first saw this character, just like the design, I was like, oh my god! I don't think that's spoilers for anything, it's just like, there's some characters with very similar designs. Rika-chan, good morning! It's gonna be hard for these voices to not blend into each other, but I think because I've heard the, like, Japanese voice acting a bit, I'm, like, kind of familiar with what they kind of intended to sound like, so I got their voices in my head. For characters that show up later on, I mean, I'm sure there will be points when I turn the voice acting on, but, it's fine, it's whatever. Untangling your dog, but, clumsy anime girl vibes, are you dream? Yeah, I'm not... Like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm thinking with my brain. When times are rough, I'm like... I'm playing video games that I'm just like... This character in a game that I like. Playing games. It's cool. It's all good. Just always do the MLP voice to designate everyone each of the main 6. Wait, that's so good. Actually, that's so smart. That's such a good strategy. Holy shit. Blue would be Fluttershy? Yeah, oh, that's so good. Good morning to you, Rena. A good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. That's a cool rainbow dash. Oh my gosh. I feel like, I'm not actually super duper familiar with the MLP voices. I am somewhat familiar. I think Neon is kind of rainbow dash. Satoko's got a very, like an oh ho ho voice. That's her thing. Yeah, anyways. It was infectious. Reina, Mion, and I all bowed back. Such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I am the very model of a good girl. A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof? Wah! I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. She's much harder to deal with. I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you were to say it. I caught my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. I'm against violence! You don't even have any proof! The self-control, the restraint I'm showing by not giving Keiichi Burger King foot lettuce voice, because I want something that's sustainable. I mean, it's not too intense. It would probably... Giving him that kind of voice would probably... Okay. It would suit him so much. And it would probably mean that I don't have to do as much like inflection and stuff on my voice. It's alright, we've figured these voices out. Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. I can split plywood right in half. I merged into it at the end. I'm not gonna do that. Eek! Stop! Get away from me, you beast! If you say that in a way people will misunderstand. A small hand tugged on the back of my shirt. She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days. Rika-chan really is just so... I can't do anything more after being told that. I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. The forehead flick. It doesn't bother me. You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting. Yeah. Fighto. Oh, nano desu. Rika gently patted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two are the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. Next time, set an even more amazing trap. She's so cute. Wait a minute. No, I'm not Reina. No, oh no. As she observed the scene, Reina's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. Ah, Satoko-chan is crying. So cute. Can't take them home. Oh, but they're so cute. You can't, no matter how cute they are. But just for a bit, it's fine. It's fine. Reina kept her cutesy face as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Reina is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. That's a good tip, thank you, Keiichi. Give it up. And I can just look. Just looking. I should be fine, right? Right? Reina swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Reina in to the authorities. I'm sure nothing like that will ever happen in this game, ever. Forgive me, Reina. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from me on single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skew on myself. Yeah, it's just a cute slice of life! Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. We made it in time! Rise, attention! Mion gave out the morning commands. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. Yeah, it's just cute slice of life. Don't even stress. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Reina and Mion, being the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Reina and Mion with their studies. When they study! You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand. Reina took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. Makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. And they say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite laissez-faire.
Laissez-faire.
Laissez-faire. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Yeah, it's definitely French. Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there'll be trouble later on with these marks. Not like I'm aiming to go on to a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams. Mii-chan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too. Such a good and honest kid, Reina. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. What? Thanks so much! Especially you, Reina. Private lessons. Just the two of us. Private lessons. A puff of smoke, shaped like a halo, popped out of Reina's head. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? Oh my god, I'd like to hear the play-by-play of that next time! While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So, in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. Well, knowing that this stuff will never come in handy in the future. Out here you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. But really? Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam. If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old user thinks that, instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. I agree. I agree. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Kei-chan, we're done, we're done! It's our wonderful lunchtime. A complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period. Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch. I might have been making a very troubled face. Reina smiled brightly at me. All right, let's eat. There seemed to be different cliques even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. Boys plural? Does it? But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Reina and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Keiichi-kun, hurry, hurry! Reina waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crusts, like some sort of destitute plebeian. Why don't you just show it to us? Come now! Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start. At first, this is kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends. Let's eat! The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. It's squished! So I've got the CGs turned on because I want to see them. I want to see them. But the CGs are squished. They're not meant to be squished. This isn't it. The CGs are from the PS3 version. No, there weren't CGs in the original. So the CGs are all in the PS3 style. Oh, console. I don't know if it's PS. I think it's PS3. It is PS3. Yeah, guess they also Nintendo Switch, I guess? Okay. Let's see. You love the squish? I mean, we can keep it on. It's not that bad. Like, it kind of just adds to it. I don't know. It's fine. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. PS2 and Xbox games have a garbage consistency, so often PS2 games would be playable in Flow 3 but be made for 69 or vice versa. Damn. You got all the console knowledge. I'm just a little ass. It's great. You know, I think this adds to the experience. Of course there are other boys in the class, but they're a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compare that to what... I've always said us girls. Like, yeah, Keiichi's one of the girls. Keiichi is not one of the girls. Even in most situations, they'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, this guy's one of the girls. Keiichi's not. Keiichi's the most guy ever. Many of your games just look crusty like that. Compare that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with the guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mio noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a really nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross-counter, stabbing into each other's lunch. My, how delicious! Oh, this taro is good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile. I saved some from dinner last night. By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes went from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing. She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. I feel like Reina and Rika's voices are too similar when I do them. It's fine. They'll get sorted out. Amazing, right? Amazing! Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's nothing for you to boast about. Reina's actually better at cooking than I am. Well, you know... It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Reina when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Reina's lunch really was the star of the table. Oh my god, I just remembered a really key reason why I need the CGs on no matter what. Because of one iconic CG that... I don't actually remember what... It'll show up. But it won't be super soon, I think. Reina's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Reina's lunchbox constantly. Pronouns? I won't say anymore. I won't say anymore. But... everyone else pulled from Reina's lunchbox constantly. Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. I hope. It's got high marks for me. Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Rika-chan reached over at the same time and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Reina's lunchbox was soon empty. It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Reina. But Reina seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. How did you like it? Sudden style change. Isn't Reina-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san. I said that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Satoko's face went pale. Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know? Of course I can. I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled on top with mayo, right? You shouldn't be picking on her. Mi-chan too. Reina hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko. Well. Just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. Oh, that's asparagus. Mion made eye contact with me, and within 0.3 seconds I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices. She's pretty terrible. Well, the yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait, the green one is cauliflower. So which? Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower. But the green one is, Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? Expect no less from the class representative. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonosaki household must be quite the ordeal. I do know! I really do! Then answer the question. I know! Wah! She finally broke down and started crying. You made her cry, Mion! When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. How cute! Reina entered a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Reina was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Satoko's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. Reina, Mimi is picking on me. Wow. Oh my god. You're already saying the Wonderland characters. Cute. It's okay, Reina Nature will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister. Flash proof bam! It was like a flash of lightning. What was that? Just now! Both of Reina's fists shot out at supersonic speed, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Fiona and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one right. Today, she went easy on us. Keiichi's Gidget. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Fiona and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. Fwah! From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Reina.
See, Satoko-chan, I took care of them. Cute. I take you home.
Making sure Reina couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all. Using Reina like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Just a fun slice of life. Don't even stress, it's not about a mystery or anything. Don't even worry. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance.
Hey, Keiichi-kun, tomorrow, do you have plans or anything?
Huh? Such a direct question from Reina, I inadvertently blushed. I love bullying the young. If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Reina saw me lost for words and realized that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well.
No, I didn't mean it like that. You see...
So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Reina's in a panic, I went along with it a little. Oh, really? So, it wasn't meant that way. Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection.
Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Why? Mi-chan!
Unable to hold it in any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see. This old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that. Wahahaha! You forgot all that.
What is it?
Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Reina flailed around, completely bewildered. Keiichi all them if you squint. Couldn't help but start laughing as well. Feeling just a bit guilty, I ruffled Reina's hair. Kidding, sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. And water. She really is a cute one. What if... Maybe I'll... I'm thinking. Do I put on the voices for like 5 minutes? Because I don't want to get to the point where like I'm actively losing my voice. Because that's just going to do me more wrong. I think getting out of bed is a good idea. Let's see. I don't know where the voice was exactly. Let's try it for a minute. This feels so weird. I feel like it's too loud as well, I don't know. Am I gonna... Can you hear it all right? Oh, this feels so weird. This feels so wrong. Oh, kitty meow meow. Whoa. I'm gonna turn the voices off. I'm gonna turn them off. The voice acting is wonderful. Absolutely, don't get me wrong. But I think I wanna do my own voices. And if I need to, we'll take like a quick like doodle break. Doodle break doesn't sound good. A quick break where I draw a picture for like 5 minutes. Okay. About halfway through. Halfway? So Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start?
That means...
It's only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Well, you see... Saying anything more was a bad idea. Also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. You know what? I think we are gonna take a 5-minute break to give my voice a break. Let me get like some text on the screen. break to give my voice a... Yeah. Dream Dream? Dream Dream Real? Doing like a parkour game where you slip around on ice. And also I was in hell. When I completed the game, I became one of the leaders of hell. That's awesome. That's awesome sauce. If I do say so myself. Yeah, I'm getting my drawing tablet. And I killed all the other leaders except one who was my friend. Well, obviously. That's pretty cool. I slid them all off the side of a cliff. What an awesome dream. From the Dream Machine. Okay, let me... I haven't drawn on stream for like so long, it feels like. And then I went to God or whatever and was like, where's the other leaders? Oh, who was like, and I was like, ito bleh. That's so awesome sauce. Okay, give me a moment, everywheres. I'm opening up Clip Studio Paint. That was a living balloon or something? Oh, awesome. And a fetus. Yup. Okay, gotta add a... game capture... Oh, no, window capture. Hold on. And a fetus and a tortoise. What a dream. Okay, alright, hold on. Don't even stress. I'm just a little guy. I'm gonna do like this. You just see the canvas. How about we'll draw Reina. Okay, here we go. This is a high quality setup we got here. Alright. Here's Reina. I'm gonna do how. Add glasses for no particular reason. I see. What kind of... that get the job done? Oh yeah. I gotta move this so I can see how her hair works. It's like wow, this is some hair. It's like it's got like a kind of blunt cut at the bottom. I'm not gonna try and draw this hair in another go to a hairdresser and show them that image. They're like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm gonna draw her big ol' hands. Yeah. That's good. That's the good stuff. Oh no, there's some hair vents. Flip. Oh, they're not to you? Oh, I see. Is Mion's hair vents? Because to me, these are hair vents. No? What do you mean they have to be like big? Or like they have to be like where you have like the bangs and then you have the hair vents on top of them? Ah, I see. Right. Okay, this is the high quality. This is a high quality right now. With glasses. Won't get proper ventilation if it's right on the forehead like that. That's true. That is a serious health concern. Let's quickly color this. I'm not color picking. This is a very rough, messy, Rena kind of sprite redraw, half from memory, with square glasses on for no reason. Eyeballing it. I love eyeballing colors. It's the good stuff. It's actually like really good practice. If you want to like get a better understanding of like how colors work, try either like, you know, like copying a drawing or just drawing a character and like don't use the eyedropper on like colors from, you know, your reference image. Just like go for it and then see like how close the color is and then be like, okay, so that color's got a bit more like blue in it or like, you know, whatever. You learn a lot that way. At least I have. And then like this blue. Oh no. Like this. No. Yeah, that'll do. This is my super scuffed Rena. Would you... Is she cute enough to take home? That sounds weird now that I say it. Hell yeah, Dream. Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own process, and like I also do use the eyedropper at times, like, cause sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna draw this and then I'm just gonna color it. It's like whatever. But yeah, it's a great way to develop your skills if that's something you want to do. Yeah, no, I do enjoy my references.
She's like, how?
This is so rough. I think I wanna Okay, not what brush was this brush was I using? She's oh wait, you're not even gonna be able to see it because I'm gonna put it on like the black like border bit.
How?
Okay.
Squish, squish.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty great. All right. Let me like export it and pop it on the border. Okay, let me resize it so I'm not moving around this giant like empty thing. Yeah, I think that these little drawing breaks are gonna become a bit of a common thing in Higurashi streams. I want to stream the whole game. So get used to it or else. Oh, I gotta make the background transparent. PNG. Okay. You can see all the gaps I missed in coloring. This is gonna be small. You're like, and they're probably gonna get smaller and smaller as I keep drawing more. You're not even gonna be able to tell what they are. Be like, oh, orange. That's probably Reina. Probably. Microorganism. Okay, let me unplug. It's actually an orange. Okay. Also gonna quick tea break. Tea break. I'll be back in a moment. Keep an eye on the little Reina with square glasses for no reason. Make sure she doesn't commit any crime. She doesn't kidnap any cute children. Holy shit. Reina, no, what did you do, Reina? Wait, Reina, why do you have a baby? Is the baby dead? Reina, don't walk away. Reina, you can't take the dead baby home. It sounds of
Ho, ho, so cute.
Reina! That's so good. You got... Already, you've nailed her as a character, I think. Alright, let me get this off the screen. Alright, Let's keep going! Okay, after that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. So why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Reina? I need a drink. My voice is definitely starting to go through it. This stream might not be as long as I wanted, but that's okay. We'll keep going until I think I shouldn't. That sounds like a great idea, Dream. Hell yeah. Why are you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Reina?
Huh? Oh, what were we talking about?
It had been so long that Reina had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. It's just Kei-chan. Probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. Hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing pin the tail on the donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get any websites back and forth from school.
Yes, yes. So you see, tomorrow you were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you to Hinamizawa and show you around.
That'd be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free. Why wouldn't you be free? You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. What? You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as to not give a clear yes or no. Give them a clear yes or no, you dick! Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm not too much of a scamp to say so up front. Okay.
Keiichi-kun, you're not free perhaps. Perhaps.
When I need to get into Reina's voice, I either gotta go,
Oh, so cute.
I gotta go,
Keiichi-kun.
and then it's like, oh, okay, got it. While Mion and I had a rather sour back and forth, Reina peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me. I apologize. I'm free.
Great.
The trepidation disappeared from Reina's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now. Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are compared to me compared to Reina, isn't there? Seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Reina. Invisible walls everywhere? Aww. But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Reina forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Like a Jurassic Wall, well, like a Jurassic Wall. Womp womp. Let's go, Reina. Maybe it should just be the 2 of us tomorrow, leave grumpy old Mion behind. Keiichi, you're such an ass.
Well, if Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then...
I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Mayabara! It'd be great if the 2 of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Reina?
If I bring a basket, I'll make all the food. Maybe.
Don't you ignore me too, Reina. I'll put out a village-wide circular saying that you 2 disappeared into the hotel district together.
Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. You know it's gonna be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan. Bye!
Reina bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Hold on. Just wait. Just wait. I'm clicking on things. There was a welt on her face. Get out of here. Honkai Star Rail jump scare. I'm sorry. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they've become sharper. The This old geezer's buddy can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Reina want to hit you. Or else this will end up being me on slapstick comedy hour. Oh my god, that's so cute! MLP learned to read books so they put images in place of words and had a word key at the start. That's so cute! I love that. That's how... if for some reason I ever make a book, that's what it's gonna be. Just random word. There won't even be a key. You just have to guess what it means. That happened, the results might be fatal. I'm sure no one's gonna die in this game. Don't feel bad, Mian. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs. Felt like it was her neither. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contact sport. Can't lose to Reina. Need to train up and have a rematch. K-chan, you should... This old geezer will root for you. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Reina's infallible technique. Yeah, nothing bad will happen. Nothing at all. Yeah, that's the most we'll see. The murder bit... It wasn't even murder, it was just the mention of the funeral at the start. Okay, tips unlocked. That was the main reason. I'm glad I was able to wipe my saves, because that was the main thing, because I had all the tips unlocked. Oh my god. At the end of chapter 1. This is gonna take so long, it's fine. Alright, let's see the tips. Wow, what are these sprites? They're a mixed grade. So, Reina, we're the same age? Never gonna guess what you're thinking about? Our Wonderland?
Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal too.
How did I know? I'm a mind reader. Yep. Hey, now it would be weird if we were the same age but not the same zodiac animal. That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even if you're the same age.
Huh?
Oh, I see. Mion, you're pretty smart. Oh, dream.
What month were you born, by the way, Kichi-kun? I'm July.
Ina smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty for birthdays a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Heh. Don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month.
Huh? Why? Why?
Reina panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Good luck, Dream. I salute you. Given how panicked she is, I am certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun, I can't help myself. So that means you're born in April, Kei-chan? Right on. Too bad, Reina. I'm already far older than Reina.
Oh, I see. And you're the same age as me-chan.
Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm one to talk. Heh. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion? If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on.
Me-chan, you're not making any sense to me.
Just by seeing Rena's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Satoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they?
Keiichi-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think. You're
not making any sense yourself, Reina. Just grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit.
Oh, stop it!
I'll dream. Wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why this school has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry services after all. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I've thought our school was strange for a while now. The schoolyard is gravel, there are rooms that aren't for classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? And there was one here there was one here forever from before the war, but it got dilapidated. They closed it down. Probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, students would have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far though, you know? Yeah.
Which school would that be?
Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station, turn at the hospital and head towards the pediatrics department?
So far.
2 classes? Wow. Couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rena's reaction. Well, that's why. The guys that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented, I keep getting tripped up over that word. Rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending this pseudo schoolhouse here.
About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike.
I think the reason I get tripped up on Okinomiya is that my brain wants to go Okonomiyaki. I mean, maybe that's where it comes from. I don't even know if that's a real place. I'm just a little guy. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education.
That's not true, Mi-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. I totally agree with Reina on this one.
Yes, that's right, that's right. Let's try our best.
All of you, try your best. This old man will be reading for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? The bit less poor man's school. Hashtag Australia. Your future is bleak with grades like this. Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off K-chan as he works forever.
What do you mean by mooch off K-chan? What do you mean?
Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study. Teacher yelled at all 3 of us. It was completely our fault. Satoko saw it and chortled haughtily. I stuck out my tongue at her in response, beefing with like a 7-year-old. It's just as Mion says. The school has nothing to do with higher education, but it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. Fight the 7-year-old. We don't have a uniform. It's only June. It's already so hot. I could hear the Higurashi outside chirping, me, me! And at night, there are mosquitoes. Might as well be summer already. My only salvation was that the mornings were still cool.
Summer, I do declare.
If beef with way younger characters, yeah. Especially when it's like, you're a grown-ass man. I don't actually know how old Keiichi is. I assume he's like 15 or something. I don't even know. Satoko was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a girl. Shut the fuck up, Keiichi, in a monologue.
Keiichi does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous.
From how I see things, the shirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. A girl like you wouldn't understand just how hot it is wearing jeans in the season. You're wearing jeans?!
It gets hot. How?
This girl has gone imagining something indecent. Reina's summer clothes have a nice, refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them.
Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool.
I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Reina's.
But Satoko-chan, your summer clothes are so cute. Being a one-piece and all. I'd like to wear your summer clothes.
In Cardcaptor Sakura, where a character who's like 17-ish actually fucking squares up with a 10-year-old. That's so good.
This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler.
A serious scene? Oh, that's so good.
But it'd be so much more fun with cute clothes. Ah.
I had a feeling that Reina and Satoko's base values were fundamentally different. Magical 10-year-old. The 17-year-old didn't know that. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform.
Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine.
There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There are a few wearing uniforms, but they're all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same.
That's the city school's uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them.
Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere?
Why, yes. Mion-san supplied them. Mi-chan's relative runs a second-hand clothing store. You can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say.
So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then? That Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. There must be a strange second-hand clothing store. Get that it's a second-hand clothing store but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? tries to beat the shit out of a 5-year-old, that's so good. That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about?
Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mion pitch in and help so they can make a bit more. Hi Bubbles! Hi hi! Hope you're doing well. But Mion-san says it will be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction.
Second-hand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit? I don't get it. Oh my god, it's being weird if that the whole thing was that everyone was like, you're just exaggerating as the child caused him grievous harm. Okay, we've gone through the tips. Let's save. We'll go a bit longer. I took it a little too easy on the morning I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. And to top it off, that pesky mom of mine kept pushing a return journey errand on me just as I'm trying to leave the house. Yeah, I'm doing well! Playing Higurashi. Definitely a wholesome slice of life game, no murder mystery whatsoever. When they beat the shit out of children. Today was the day Reina and Mion were gonna show me around Hinamizawa. Ah! See, okay. Is that a gun? Like, is she carrying a gun? Because I don't know what murders happened, but she definitely did it. I want to see the other sprites real quick. What's the button to? He. She doesn't have a gun there. Or there. Like... Reina and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. Hey Chan, you're late. Sorry, the show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Gun erasure. Ooh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting?
Mi-chan, you just got here yourself.
Yeah, Reina's so fancy. Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Reina was carrying a pretty heavy looking handbag, and Mion was carrying a fucking gun. And they've been playing Genshin past week? Oh man. I've been playing, A lot of Honkai Star Rail, of course. I've also been playing a lot of Hades. It's fun. There is in Umineko, I think that there's a Cardcaptor Sakura reference in Umineko, even though within like the universe of Umineko, like 1986, it doesn't exist, but you know, that's cool. So it very well could be a reference, I don't know. I don't know exactly when this was made and stuff as well. There's a good chance it's a reference. Or at least inspired. What is that? Min answered my unspoken question with a wink. Wink. I have my eye blinking linked. You just have to trust that I winked. That's right, Reina really did make a picnic. K-chan, after you left, Reina pulled out all the stops. Felt like I forced her to do it.
It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay?
She's been like this since last night, you know? Can you take responsibility for this? Alright, I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility.
Responsibility? For what? For what?
As we both turned around slowly to look at Reina, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It is? It's probably a reference to that then. Or inspired. Didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Reina we were talking about here.
About 2 kilos, I guess.
When Reina was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I say 5.
You're exaggerating. Keiichi-kun is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so you made a lot, okay? Let's get going. Give her.
I know nothing about Cardcaptor. Yeah. Oh, weird in a bad, creepy way? Oh. I think, this game has some moments. In a bad, creepy way. I think that moments. Oh boy. There is like kind of a like censorship kind of thing. I don't know what the difference is. Yeah, but there's definitely some stuff. Level 2, most balanced option. And then we copyright changes, innuendos, and a few words will be changed, so yeah. Oh yeah, also I do have opening movies disabled because they've said like at the start, they'll sometimes have spoilers. And so I'm just like, nope, not happening. Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe that the only things in there were lunchboxes. Correction, I say 5 kilos too. All about, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad, got it? The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll, a carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. It's very romance-oriented, and majority of that romance is between adults and children and relatives. Between relatives? Yeah, this game, I don't actually know how, if it gets worse, or if there's like moments that are worse than what I've played. There are some times when it's like, this is just between cousins. I mean, I played Umineko. That's all I'm gonna say. The Umiyako, the weird stuff is very front-loaded. Like, the first, like, few chapters. Anyways, I don't wanna say any spoilers and stuff. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. These were the boonies, after all. And to be hashtag normal? Yeah. That's definitely weird. There's suddenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. Really was a nice place. Peaceful and quiet. A magical girl anime for preteens? Yeah. Yeah. Last I said I would not rant. That's for me. That's me all the time. It really was a nice place. Peaceful and quiet. A fucking gun. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Good day. Good day. Oh, you would be my Ibara-kun, I believe. My two companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passers-by, even knew my name? Even knew my name. Of its like race and class and gender, which is swag. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. Yeah, that's definitely strange. It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's that Mayabara fella who just moved here? Yeah, that's how it works out. It's a process of elimination you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. I love the way that this game is like a small, like, country town. I've had some exposure to that with my grandma. Not much, and it's also, it's much bigger, but still, like, you know everyone there, and like, you know the people who run the stores, and like, you go on a walk and it's like, oh yeah. Yeah! It's cool. I really like the world building in this game. So far, at least. Now on, I better make sure to maintain a good reputation. Today I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore. I can't expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. What is that word? Having or showing excessive or offensive sexual desire. Okay. My streams are educational. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare.
Of course I know them. First person... Keiichi-kun, the first person we met was Old Man Takezo from the Makino bike shop. His hobby is a bonsai and playing the flute. Next we met the grocer's son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. Me, I carry a gun, so like, you know, we get on. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography. You know the names of everyone we pass by. Even their profiles? Yeah, just press like the C button and you open the character profile menu. Whoa! That's not a thing in this game, as far as I'm aware. Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rin exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah, and I like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. I'm starting to lose my voice. I think we're gonna have to leave it here. Thank you all for coming along. I didn't want to end it so suddenly, but yeah. I'll keep you updated on when I will stream next. Go on the Waz Chord. But yeah, I gotta give my voice a rest. 2 hours isn't that bad. That's pretty good. So yeah, Thanks for coming. Have a nice day or night, everyone. Bye bye. Next stream will probably be more Higurashi, cause yeah. Bye bye.